Team 5 are...
Can you hear?
Am I loud enough?
Yeah.
Great. Am I too loud?
We also have a mic.
Okay. Our business name is Zandali. It means gecko. So, we use our cell phones every day, sending texts without even thinking about it. Imagine if we can harness the ubiquity of cell phone use in Haiti to solve cholera. So we were mulling over all of the struggles that Haiti is currently having with these issues, with water safety and hygiene, as well as the proliferation of cholera. And we focused on several problems that were of particular interest to us. So the first problem, we realized that it's not the lack of products or programs, but it's the accessibility to these products and programs that is a real issue for many patients. The second problem that we thought about was that the water safety, hygiene education wasn't translating into market and social behavioral changes. In other words, it wasn't resonating in some parts of Haiti. So we want to talk about that. The third problem is that there's no database of market data for companies to use, for NGOs and organizations that are already in Haiti, to use to analyze the efficiency and effectiveness of their programs that they currently have, as well as data that they could use to expand into regions that are underserved. So regions that don't yet have these products, like chlorine products or safe water, and that need these services. So we formulated our mission as kind of targeting the young generation to generate their interest in water safety and hygiene by coming up with a fun and competitive game through cell phones.
So brings us to Zandali, a cell phone-based gamification of both education and market-based research. We want it to be fun, so it'll be something that will be a focus in Haiti that they'll enjoy doing. It'll be a design survey to entice interaction with people, as well as getting feedback from them in an anonymous way to hopefully foster honesty and feedback about situations. Our business model of the idea is we go into communities physically, host an event in which we promote our products and talk about what actually will be the game, and in this way we give out cell phone codes to join the system. So let's scale up to all cell phone carriers, all cell phone users, in order to generate databases based on interaction from the game system.
So the question that remains is, how is this sustainable, and how is this able to make a direct impact on solving cholera and solving the issue of having access to safe water and sanitation? So first, we've developed revenue streams within this model. So they'll come from businesses and nonprofits being able to pay for or have access to this market research, have access to this information. They can better determine where the next program or product needs to be launched to be able to make sure that it'll be more successful. Furthermore, ongoing information that can be collected over time can show everyone how effective the overall programs are in actually achieving behavior change, improvement, and sustained knowledge of all these areas. And secondly, so this will be a text-based, and there's an online presence as well. So there's online streaming of revenue from ads that are online to be able to also create revenue that can be shared back to then target to the areas that are most at risk for cholera and have the least access to water and sanitation. And so in that way, it'll be creating a fund that can be a challenge for nonprofits and for-profits to be able to match, to be able to focus on more intense outreach and program implementation or product launches in these areas. So in this sense, we see this as not only a self-sustaining project, but something that can really get at it, helping develop demand, helping better understand what people know, and doing it in a way that is not about water and sanitation, but is about having fun, which is something that everybody wants to do, and have it be a competitively based system. So we see cell phone use as something that people get really excited about. They like spending money on it, and if we can work with that instead of trying to compete with that, I think we'll be a lot more effective in solving cholera.
Another point that I just want to make is that you might be wondering, why would someone take the time to fill out these surveys? We're going to have a reward system in place so that every time they answer a question, they get a point, or maybe several points. And when they rack up these points, they get rewards. One that we got a lot of positive feedback about was they would get a couple of cell phone minutes every time they filled out the survey. So we want to work with that model to keep it interesting and fun, and also kind of harness the competitive nature of Haiti to get them to kind of work with each other, but also compete against each other to get more points, and in that way generate continued interest in surveys, and with that information, produce a very valuable database that companies can use.
And end.